There we go.
Here we go.
Oh,
Oh my gracious.
I didn't mean to do that. That was not on purpose.
We're going to start this out with a bang, y'all.
That was not on purpose at all. Oh my gracious. I don't have no notes or nothing today.
That's all right.
Nothing. We're so behind today. We're rushing.
We're not rushing anymore. I'm sitting down and I'm taking a load off, literally.
I just hit save on my video for tomorrow.
I just push park on my car. We're going different directions, but that's okay. So you guys may be busy as well, fixing dinner. Who knows? Having coffee, getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Who knows?
Got our Dee Dee over here, little sidekick. She's all perked up. I don't know what she hears, but
oh, Dee Dee.
She said, "Don't pick me up, Mama. We won't have any problems."
She perked up because you said you're ready for Thanksgiving.
Well, poor little Dee Dee.
She perked up. She was like, "I'm ready for Thanksgiving."
Y'all, she's scared of bad weather. And last night, it wasn't. What you looking for?
A water.
I got a water right here. You can borrow all you want. It wasn't severe, but it was. I'm sure the atmospheric pressure probably dropped a bit.
It thundered some too.
It thundered some, and I had to get up and go see about her. And y'all, she's. I think I told y'all that she wakes up before daylight every day, and we can't crate her. She's obviously had some kind of traumatic instances in crates in her past, and when we first approached her with the crate, she didn't show much emotion, but when she gets in there, you can tell she don't want to be in there.
Yeah.
And she has 0 top teeth and 0 bottom teeth. So when that happens, we have to go get her. And I went and got her, and I put her bed in our bedroom, which she normally sleeps in the den. But she laid down, and I think I woke her up this morning. So we may be on to something.
Oh, me. Oh, Dee Dee. Oh, Dee Dee said that she slept good.
She did. Foxy's scared of bad weather, too.
She is scared of bad weather. But you know what? Foxy hasn't always been scared of bad weather.
No, she hasn't. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either, but at some point, she got scared of it. So.
Mama probably had a talk with her and told her how dangerous it was. And
oh, you reckon?
Well, I don't know, because Mama's the one paying for it now. She claims Foxy is her dog. And
that's right.
When it's bad weather, she lets Foxy come in her house and has Foxy, Jewel, and Sunshine and all those cats. It's a mess. It's a madhouse, but it's her choice.
Especially with Foxy, because Foxy doesn't come inside very often.
No.
So she's outside all the time, and she's probably wet and
nasty.
Yeah.
But she behaves herself when she goes inside. She lays down, and she just wants to know she's safe, I guess.
She does.
But we had a lot of rain. We had a good bit of rain.
Y'all, according to my gauge right there, it's 2.9 inches. So you might as well say 3 inches of rain.
Was that in the last 24 hours? Or was that the month of November?
No, that is as of midnight.
Well, when I got up this morning, because it took me a while to get back to sleep, I was worried about weather. And I mean, we've got alarm things set up to where it notifies us of.
I actually have 3. I have 3. I have the weather radio. I have a siren on my phone, and then I have a voice thing on my phone. So I have 3 set
And
up.
then I have plugged up in the guest bedroom the little tornado alert thing your mama gave us that doesn't work off tornadoes. It works off pressure or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it can go off when there's really no tornado detected, but some changes have
in
developed
the atmosphere
that could make it likely for a tornado.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Where we are, we need to know well in advance so we can made sure we had a good path to the safe room yesterday, because we were expecting to get some potentially bad weather.
Potential bad weather. Our area didn't seem super concerned. Usually you can tell from the local guys.
Yeah.
and they didn't seem too concerned today. But we were prepared just in case.
We have to be prepared where we are. We've, I mean, everywhere's seen tornado damage, but it just seems like we're in a wide open area that's more prone to weather.
Yeah.
At least I feel like it is. I don't know if it actually is, but
I don't know.
we're in Tornado Alley without being in Oklahoma.
Well, I told you that
The Tornado Alley's pushed
it
down.
drops. It drops every so many years, and then it goes back up.
Well,
and right now it's in the dropping range, but I can't remember how many more years we got till it goes back up.
Maybe it'll just keep dropping and it'll be over the ocean and it won't affect anybody.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Who knows? I don't know what's up with it, but anyway, we gotta.
Miss Pat said 3 1/4 inch in Prattville. So
wow,
that's probably about. I haven't looked at it probably since, I don't know, 2:30. I'm guessing the gauge. So it may be over 3 inches now. But I'm telling y'all, I am not complaining whatsoever about the rain.
Well, I was gonna say, when I got up this morning, I walked down the hall and you can see straight out our front doors.
Right.
And I could see water. And I was like, oh my gracious, because I finally did get to sound sleep to where I didn't hear the rain anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I just was in La La Land. And when I saw the amount of water in the front yard, I knew we had gotten a lot of rain.
Yeah.
It's gone now. It's evaporated, but it
got soaked in the ground.
Yeah.
That ground's thirsty.
Oh, I know it is.
It's drinking it fast as it can come down. It's drinking.
Too bad we don't have to set any T-post.
Is that the truth?
Well, I say too bad. I'm really happy that we're done with that part of it.
Yeah.
But now would be the time if I say that too. It may not even go in any better than it did because it's been so long.
3 inches is a good bit.
Well,
I didn't even check to see if they got any more coming up. Have you looked?
A thing just came up. I'm on that Noom or whatever it is. The neighborhood thing.
Yeah.
It was our community telling us that there was a threat of more severe weather.
Uh-huh.
And
really?
It cut off. So I look at the radar.
Nothing.
And I didn't see anything.
Okay.
Not in our area. But I went back and I looked at the little email that came through South Alabama.
South Alabama. Okay.
So South Alabama is still in a threat of some storms.
Well, I know this isn't going to put a dent in the drought we're in, but whoo, I'm so grateful for it. I can tell you that. I didn't have to water my carrots today.
As I headed out the gate this morning, I looked over at the garden to make sure it was still there.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked good to me.
Yeah.
Everything looked good.
I looked earlier today and
it must have been a lot of rain, but not like big, heavy downpours enough to.
Well, here versus our other farm, we just don't have that wash issue here.
Right.
We really don't.
Well, it's just so flat.
It is. At our other place, when it was a big rain like that, I would just be worried sick that night, waking up the next morning and half the garden's washed away. But we don't have to worry about that here. At least
that's right.
So far we haven't.
Yeah, I was about to say knock you in your head because we don't want that to have to contend with. So yesterday afternoon, Mary Carl tells me that Fina doesn't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And every time she says that, I think to myself, she's overreacting because I don't see her not feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
When I see her, she's flying around, but I don't know if y'all know this or not. I'm her favorite person, not Mary Carl's, Fina's.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mary Carl's bird, but I'm her favorite person. When she sees me, she starts cooing. She goes in circles. She gets excited. So when I see her, and birds are so good at disguising sickness.
Yeah.
The only way that you can tell is they fluff their stuff up when they're not being seen or whatever. But she acted totally normal to me. So that being said, yesterday afternoon, she said, Mama, I think we might need to take Fina to the vet. And it was 3:30. And I said, baby, there is no way we can get Fina to the vet at 3:30. Will you at least call them? I said, yeah, I'll call them. So every time I called, their phone was busy. And it's a busy vet, but we are so fortunate to have one that will see birds in Jemison. It's called Blue Bonnet. So I continued to call and finally got somebody. And I said, I know that this is short notice, but is there any way you can see a pet pigeon today? And she said, no. She said, as a matter of fact, let me see what I have. And I said, what about, she said, I don't have anything tomorrow either. I said, what about Wednesday? She said, Wednesday's a surgery day. I'm thinking, oh my gracious. Now we're getting into Thanksgiving and they're probably closed on Friday. And then we're into the weekend. So I'm like, oh gracious. She said, wait a minute. Could you be here at 10:30 in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
I said, my daughter's got a dentist appointment, an orthodontist appointment in the morning. She said, that's the only thing I've got. I said, okay, put me down. And I'm calling the dentist and we're going to cancel. Hung up with them, call the dentist. I tell them, I said, I know it's short notice. I'll just have to pay the cancellation if I have to, but I can't come to the appointment tomorrow. She said, well, could you be here at 3:30? I was like, yeah. It never works out like that.
Never works out like that.
You're going to have to come in 2 weeks since you didn't come today. And that's putting off progress of orthodontist, but Fenia comes first.
Right.
So I did that. I swapped Mary Carl's orthodontist appointment from 11 o'clock this morning to 3:30 this afternoon. And that's why I'm late. That's why I was in my car. And you were home editing. And doing farm stuff. But, so I guess I need to say what happened.
Yes.
So Mary Carl continues to tell me she doesn't feel good. And she says last night, she said, Mama, she said, look at her poop. She showed it to me and I'm not going to get in trouble for saying that.
No, you're good.
Okay. And it just looked normal to me. But then she showed me a picture of something that was fairly normal compared to what something she had just recently done, and showed me the urates, which is, the liquid part of it, not the food part of it. And it looked higher concentrated, which to Mary Carl, that indicates a problem. Doesn't mean much to me. But I knew it looked different. Normal Fenia's. And this sounds gross, but smell it, Mama. And I did. And it had an odor. And pigeons' stuff does not stink. It does not have any smell. But I could smell it, and I knew there was an odor. So upon her telling me this, we already had the appointment for this morning because she knows more than I do. Wasn't a decision for me to make if she thought she needed to go to the vet. All we knew is that she had thrown up twice, and pigeons are pacifines.
Don't look at me.
Oh, goodness. I'm trying to share information when I really don't know what I'm talking about.
Don't look at me.
But Mary Carl's not going to come talk about it.
Right.
So I'm going to do the best I can. Meaning they don't actually throw up. They actually have crop milk.
Right.
So the vet is talking to Mary Carl, and they're talking on an educated level that does not involve me. And all I know is she said, well, it wasn't actually throw up because she's passerine or whatever she called her. And Mary Carl was like, yeah, but it was crop milk. It was crop substance or whatever.
Right.
And so her and the vet conversating between each other. About that time, Fenia went to the bathroom, number 2, which is all they do.
Right.
Because it's all combined.
Right.
And that was great because that's what we've been waiting for.
Right.
So the vet was thinking what Mary Carl told the vet that she was thinking. Fungal infection.
Wow.
And so Mary Carl told, of course, the vet, I think it's a fungal infection, but, I don't want to treat her because I don't have the medicine to treat her, first of all. And I don't want to make a diagnosis without knowing for sure. So she takes the stuff and she puts it under a microscope. She said there's no parasites. There's no indication of any kind of bacteria, but there is, it's probably, oh my goodness. I wish I could remember what it's called.
Fungus. Is it a fungus? Okay.
Yeah, but it's, I'm thinking again. CA something. Anyway, she would have to send it off to a lab.
Yeah.
And it would have to, it'd be after Thanksgiving before we got results back. And that's too long to wait to treat.
Right.
So the vet's thinking what Mary Carl's thinking because there was no other sign of anything else.
Gotcha.
And she started treating her with nystatin, which is a drug that humans commonly use for yeast, for fungus.
Right.
And and she started treating her today, and she doesn't hope she'll be better in 48 hours, but she continues the medicine for 5 to 7 days.
Wow.
So anyway,
So her and Mary Carl were on the same.
yes, and
Same.
it leaves me just being the driver again.
Is it Candia?
Yes, yes.
I saw
yes.
several people. Look
Yeah,
at that.
can't-
We got some,
I
we
don't
got
know
some
how to say it.
smart fans. I'm
Yes.
talking about. Y'all are.
Yes, candiditis or something like that. But I mean, I'm just sitting there like, okay, I'll pay the bill, but I'm gonna let y'all do y'all's talking because I'm lost. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's right.
But there was no time to send it off and wait for, that to come back. We're treating it from that. And Mary Carl got her home. She administered her first dose of antibiotic or whatever it is.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily antibiotic. I guess it is antibiotic, statin.
Yeah.
And Fina threw up.
Right.
And so she hung her head coming to me because she did the treatment all by herself. She doesn't ask me to help with anything, even though I offer.
Right.
She'd rather do it herself. I told her to split the dose in half and try it again because she had an empty crop now.
Right.
And she did. And Mary Carl said she wanted to throw up, but she held it down. And so we've got,
half a dose.
No, we've now got 3/4 of the
Okay.
medicine in her because she
good.
gave her some more when we got home.
Okay, good.
And she kept that down.
Good. Good.
So we're on the way to recovery. Sorry that was so strung out, but all I need to tell y'all was what I heard. I was just in the background.
Just repeating it.
But Mary Carl knows her stuff. I mean, if I didn't realize anything was wrong. I didn't realize anything
she seemed normal.
She seemed normal. But to Mary Carl, she saw her when she was not active.
Yeah.
And she was kind of puffed up, a little bit puffed up. And she saw her throw up. And then when she saw her throw up, she knew something wasn't right.
Right.
And that's when she started examining her feces a little bit closer. And she found out that didn't look right. And that was 2 no-nos that made her feel like something was wrong.
Wow.
So early treatment for Fina. I know she's always told me that pigeons can have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
A lot of things come about, and you need to know your stuff in order to treat them. And one of the main illnesses in pigeons that I've been told by Mary Carl is canker. And that's basically what this is. It's usually you can open their mouth, and if it's bad enough, you can see the white in their mouth. But Fina's is obviously not too far along.
Right.
And it can be down in their crop. And in that case, you wouldn't see it anyway.
Yeah.
It'd be just white, I mean, people get it too. I know my grandmother used to have thrush.
I saw somebody come across there and said
thrush. My grandmother used to have thrush all the time. And I was telling Mary Carl that on the way back from the vet. I said, my grandmother Huff used to have thrush all the time. Seemed like she just one time after another had a throat infection is what she called it. But you could literally look in her mouth and see white dots.
Mary Carl.
Fina is obviously related to my late grandmother Huff. Somehow, some way. Don't know how that works, but she has medicine to treat birds when she knows what it is.
Right.
But she wanted to be for sure. And she doesn't have nystatin.
Right.
She has a medication that you would put in their water because it is contagious, but Fina's separated from other birds. She's not eating and drinking with other birds. She lives in the house in a Fina cage. And
like a parrot would.
Yeah, like a parrot would.
Yeah, just like a parrot would.
But so no other pigeons need to be treated in this case, thankfully. But if they did, then she would put that powder into their water and treat them all.
Mary Carl might have her own show like Dr. Paul one day.
Yeah, she might.
Dr. Mary.
We were trying to. I have no idea how old this vet is. You know how some people you just don't know.
You know what? I feel like the older I get, the worse I am at that.
I don't know how old she is. And we started thinking about, well, we hope Dr. French doesn't retire
Mm-hmm.
anytime soon. And she may not be near retirement age. She could be my age for all I know. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't know. She's just one of those people you can't judge.
Yep, I feel like that way now. The older I get, it's hard for me to tell how old somebody is. It really is.
But I hope she's not.
But when you're young, anybody over 30 is old.
Anybody over 19 is old. Oh, they're old.
They're old.
I remember thinking until I was in my 20s, if you're over 40, you're old.
Yeah.
But now, you're under 100, you ain't old.
That's right.
That's the way I feel now. What difference does it make? I was talking to Laura, my friend Laura Spencer at Simply Making It. And I was telling her that we were going to Ryan's wife, Kennedy's 40th birthday party this past Saturday night.
We had a good time.
We did. And I was telling Laura about it. And I told her, I said, boy, that makes me feel old. And I'm texting, boy, that makes me feel old, saying Kennedy's only 40. And,
right.
And Laura responded by, age is just a number. And I thought, amen. Because that's the way I feel too. But
I got to find it. I'm listening.
I got the picture.
No, I got Ryan playing the guitar.
Oh, okay.
Y'all didn't know
I don't have that video.
Ryan the roaster is also Ryan the rocker.
Ryan the rocker.
He plays bass. And I had a video of Ryan, but I think I posted it on my stories if you guys didn't.
Don't tell me you lost it.
Oh, I know I got it. We got it.
But a good time was had by all.
And we did have a good time. It was fun.
It was fun.
I got to find old Ryan rocking. Where you at, Ryan?
I think you should have found that beforehand.
Well, I didn't think we was going to get into that. And plus, we was rushed. But that's okay.
Since we're doing all that, I'm going to show y'all a picture of me and Jason and Kennedy. And
there
Ryan
you go. Do that one. That's a good one.
Oh, goodness. All right. I don't know how good this is going to show up, but it was her. It was her 40th birthday, so they had these little dress-up things, and I don't know who I'm looking like, but Kennedy's the little skinny one. Then you got Ryan, then you got Jason, then you got me, and
we had a good time.
Big Carl went with us. She got to see her good buddy Piper.
Are you ready for Ryan rocking out? It's only 12 seconds, so it's not going to be very long. Look at Ryan. Oh, man. It was fun, though. We had a good time.
It was fun.
It really was.
They had some good eats and all that good stuff, but we went over to Selma for the evening, and everybody had a good time.
We did have a good time. Speaking of my buddy Ryan, so me and Ryan got together this morning, and we were like, you know what? We're seeing all these Black Friday sales. We're like, we need to do something with the coffee. And so we tossed some ideas around, and then we got Jacqueline involved. And if some of y'all don't know, it is if you order 4 bags or more and use promo code free ship, all one word, you get free shipping.
Free ship, SHIP.
Yep.
All right, and it'll show up on their total where the shipping's wrote out.
It show up. Jacqueline made sure she did all of it, so
okay.
It's there. So, if any of you guys are interested in that, go check that out.
Cog Hill Black Friday.
It is.
A little early.
I was like, we needed to do something. We need to do something.
Everybody else gets to do something,
right.
So we will too.
That's right.
Good idea, I thought. As a matter of fact, I was over in Montgomery at the orthodontist, and y'all know I wear this Apple smartwatch, and I kept getting dings, meaning orders were coming through. And so I'm looking, order. I just thought, wonder why we're getting so many orders right now. Was what my thinking was. It's usually scattered about throughout the day. So I got home and I had internet, and so I looked and I saw Jason's post where he said 4 bags, you get free shipping. And I said, there we go. That's why all of a sudden there started being some dinging going on.
That's it.
So
That's
y'all
it.
keep it dinging.
And we appreciate y'all so
We
much.
do,
We do.
we
We
do.
appreciate y'all.
We hope that y'all can use these for gifts. And I mean, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Plus, coffee's going to keep,
That's right.
keep it in that bag sealed up and it's going to be good.
And the pumpkin spice will be gone after this month. So
Yeah, December 1st, no more pumpkin spice.
that's right. That's
So
right.
get it while it's hot or until it's gone. It may run out. It
May
may
run
run out.
Oh, Ryan. I thought Ryan may come on here, but he must
Ryan's
be busy.
busy. He hears all those orders coming through. So
Oh,
I
man.
gotta talk about something before I forget.
What's that?
Y'all, I know I said something about Laura, my friend Laura, at Simply Making It earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but Laura, the reason I was telling her it was Kennedy's birthday is because she said she had a little something for me.
Right.
And she sent my little something by Ryan Saturday night because she knew he was going to see me.
Ryan the Rocker.
Ryan the Rocker,
Mm-hmm.
Rocker Roaster. Well, I didn't know what it was. And Laura had sent me a message late Saturday afternoon and said, I hope you like your goodies.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, well, I don't have them yet, but I'm not going to say anything yet until I get them. So the evening wears on and we stayed as late as our, I'm going to say, young bodies could allow.
Yeah.
At the party, there were still people rocking and rolling, but Brooke and Jason and Mary Carl,
Oh, man.
8 o'clock's about latest we can hang.
Right.
We had to drive an hour home. Ryan says it's in my Jeep. We go, we had to get coffee too, because I told y'all we were almost out of our own coffee.
Right.
And Laura's bag of goodies. So I get home that night and I couldn't help but peek in the bag because, it's just
Right.
like a little kid at a candy store.
Right.
But I didn't get too involved in it because it was late that night. Well, it's time for bed. Next day, get up. Jason says, hey, you fixing to take a shower? You want to try one of these? And he hands it to me. And I'm just going to show it to you before I say anything else. It's this. It's a sponge, it has a rope going through it, and it says goat milk soap infused. Well, it looks pretty cool. So I get it, and I'm examining it. And Jason says, what are you looking at? And I said, well, I'm trying to figure out how in the world she made this. Because I'm thinking the whole time while I'm looking at it that it's a bunch of loofahs that's been glued together somehow magically and then infused with her soap. But Jason said, Brooke, I don't think Laura made the sponges. I think she just made the soap part.
She did.
All right. So I said, I doubt it. She probably made it. And I went on, took my shower, and let me tell y'all something. This is Dirty Girl enhanced version soap.
You liked it, didn't you?
I loved it. So immediately after I used it, I sent Laura a message because I hadn't responded to her yet. And I said, oh my gracious. I said, you have outdone yourself. I have a new favorite product. That was the end of my text.
Uh-huh.
I was going to make her wait until the live today for me to tell her what my favorite product was. Y'all ain't going to believe this.
She knew exactly.
She knew exactly what it was. She said, I had a feeling that you were going to like that one.
Oh, me.
So I have a new favorite product. The one that I tried was Beach something.
I can't remember.
But they're all phenomenal.
I can't remember. It's just the scent.
The scent,
Yeah.
yeah. But she said, was it the Beach body sponge?
Is that what it was called?
Yes, and she even got the flavor correct that I tried. And I thought to myself, has she got a little peephole in my shower or something? Because
this camera around here.
This is very strange. So my point is, if y'all are looking for a stocking stuffer or a gift for anybody that may be hard to buy
For yourself,
because I'm gonna keep myself supplied of these, give it a shot. It is awesome. It is called a goat milk infused body sponge. And I am amazed. Mary Carl got the other one out of the bag, and I didn't tell her she couldn't have it. I didn't have the heart. But after she got finished using it, I said, "Mary Carol, how did you like Laura's sponge?" She said, "Oh, I loved it." So Laura told me that if I'll hang it on my faucet, which
Yeah.
is what she does,
Yeah.
then it'll last about 30 uses.
Wow.
So that's a lot.
That's
to
a
me.
month.
And then you could still use the sponge
Well,
after that.
unless you skip every other day, you could get 2 months out of it.
If you live around here, you ain't skipping no days.
Oh, I saw that one of our viewers named Cindy's birthday is on Friday.
All right. Happy birthday, Cindy.
Guess who else? You know, my dad had a birthday.
Uh-huh.
Guess who else had a birthday that most of these people here will know?
Lester.
Nope. Michael Key.
Michael Key. That's right. I forgot we didn't tell Michael happy birthday. I told him.
I sent him a text.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't go that far. I sent it to him on Facebook. But
Oh, so it was Michael. It was our buddy Mike.
our buddy Mike got to go fishing on his birthday, I hope.
I'm sure he did. Probably
Michael-
either that and cooked on the grill.
Michael is older than both of us,
He
by the way.
is.
He's 49.
He's older than both of us.
He is 49. And
Yep.
Jason's going to be 49 soon in March.
In March.
March the 28th. You mess me up when you start reading stuff because I can't see it and it makes me nervous.
Misty Dawn birthday is tomorrow.
Is it?
Yep.
Wow. To everybody that has a birthday in the month of November, happy belated birthday or happy birthday to be.
That's right. Happy birthday, y'all.
All right.
Big day on Thursday.
Big day on Thursday. What's happening?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. That's right.
You know what? I almost second guessed myself there for a second.
I saw you looking like that. I was like,
You know I am with dates.
I think your eyes were going like this.
I
Like
second guessed myself there for a second because you paused.
I did, but I just wanted to make sure you were on the up and up, and you knew that Thanksgiving
Oh
was
my
Thursday.
gracious! I had to I almost thought I messed up.
Well, y'all, if you saw my video on Sunday, then you know that I made my Aunt Linda's macaroni and cheese,
Mhm.
and boy, is it good. I've gotten several emails telling me that they've tried it and they love it. I've gotten several emails containing questions about, the amounts or whatever.
Mhm.
But Jacqueline, our good buddy Jacqueline,
Mhm.
our website guru, has the recipe on our website.
It is
which
on our website.
www.coghillfarm.com.
Yes.
So if y'all are in doubt about any of the measurements and you don't want to go back and watch the video or whatever, just go to our website. The recipe's on there.
That's right.
The key to this recipe, I feel like, is only using 1 cup of the smallest macaroni. You cook 1 cup.
1 cup.
You cook it now.
Right.
It's raw 1 cup.
Right.
Not after it's cooked.
Right.
It's before it's cooked. It's 1 cup.
1 cup.
Somebody told me that they had only ever made Kraft macaroni and cheese out of the box, and that they made this and they
really?
loved it. Yes. And I said, you throw that box away, girl.
I even had somebody on Twitter, which is now called X. They changed the name. I don't know why they changed the name. Facebook is Meta. And anyways, but I had somebody on Twitter send me like 6 pictures
Of their macaroni and
of
cheese?
their macaroni and cheese.
I think what makes this recipe so special is the amount of white sauce in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so creamy and just not dry at all.
Right.
It's not dry at all. But it to me, it's a favorite, of course, because it's my dear Aunt Linda. That's my mama's sister.
Uh-huh.
And she's a phenomenal cook. I mean,
She is.
there's endless amounts of recipes I could share with you that she has cooked, but this one I think tops the cake because
She
it's so
is.
easy. It's so
Mhm.
easy. It's literally like 4 ingredients.
I think that's right.
4 ingredients.
Macaroni, milk,
Butter,
cheese,
flour.
flour.
5
5 ingredients.
5 ingredients.
5 ingredients.
So you can't get much easier than that. If you can stand over the stove and stir it for the amount of time it takes for it to become half as thick as pudding,
Mm-hmm.
then you got it licked.
I've seen several people say they never had mac and cheese.
Huh.
which is, I guess, kind of odd for us because
Well, I said in the video, in the South, this is a staple
it
at our
is
Thanksgiving dinner, but
not only Thanksgiving dinner though.
every dinner,
Yeah, it is. It is very, very, very popular here.
very popular. And I think that's why I emphasize South, because not everybody eats the same thing
That's right.
at holiday dinners. I mean, for goodness sakes, some of us call us stuffing, some of us call us dressing. There is no right and wrong.
I wonder if
there's a line, imaginary line.
Or maybe imaginary line about the stuffing and the dressing. And I wonder if there's like a technical term. I always think of stuffing.
The stovetop stuffing
goes inside of the turkey.
I think of that box stuff.
Yeah, stovetop stuffing.
And if that's all you make, that's all you make. I mean, there is no right and wrong in cooking. It's whatever you have time to do. Just like gardening.
Oh, it's just like gardening.
Do with what you have and what you have time to do. But if you want something a little different, sometimes we want to think outside the box.
I always did. I used to see that stovetop stuffing commercial all the time on TV when I was a kid.
I've never had stovetop stuffing.
But I don't see it that much. I guess because you don't see commercials much anymore. But I watch football and I don't see that. But I guess they would show a stovetop stuffing commercial during a football game.
Jeez. Not unless you were drinking it with beer, huh?
I guess not. That's what I can think of.
Oh, my goodness. That's funny.
I've mentioned it before, that I hate that dressing or stuffing is only considered during Thanksgiving. And I absolutely love dressing, and I could eat dressing.
Well, guess what?
At least once a month.
I've made a vow with myself, since you said that on the live, that I am going to cook things that are more holiday focused on a more regular basis.
That would be awesome, because and Mary Carl likes dressing.
She does. I'm not going to cook it so much I'll get tired of it.
Right.
But I think it does need to be added to our, we have the same thing over and over as a weekly dish, it seems like, anyway.
Yep.
And then that's one thing it's not hard to make. It's not hard at all.
Right.
So we'll add that to our rotation. Maybe on a Sunday or
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I tell you, since it's been rainy and dreary, I've gotten the cooking bug.
Have you?
I don't know why. I don't know if it's the time of the year. I don't know if Thanksgiving's approaching, but I don't know what it is. But I was looking at recipes trying to come up with something to cook the other day.
I ain't complaining.
But my brain is geared towards sweet stuff.
I ain't complaining.
My brain is geared towards sweet stuff for whatever reason. It's just fun to make something sweet, I think.
It is fun to make something sweet.
But Mary Carl won't eat it.
She won't. And I got where when you cook something sweet, to me it's good when it's fresh, but after a day or so, to me, I don't just kind of, even like if you cook brownies or whatever, they just kind of sit there.
And Mary Carl will eat.
She'll eat a whole pan of brownies.
She'll eat brownies.
Yeah.
Boxed brownies.
She don't care.
Boxed brownies. And sugar cookies and chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, that's not her diet.
No.
Don't let me fool you.
That's her snack.
But that's really the only thing that she likes that is sweet.
Yeah.
I must confess, though, I've talked long enough without telling y'all my weakness of the day. Okay?
Oh, goodness.
So my buddy Catherine and I were chatting this morning.
That's at G&G Farm.
G&G Farm. I'm acting like we all know each other. We
do.
do.
We pretty much do.
We do. So I talk to Catherine every day, and so we're getting, we're talking about what we got planned to do today. And she had to run over to Alabaster, Alabama, and I was telling her I had to take Fina to the vet, and then about Mary Carl's orthodontist appointment. So when she said she had to go to Alabaster, my wheels start turning, and I'm like, hey, I don't think this lady knows my secret. I got to let her in. So first, before I told her, I go to Crumble Cookie's website and I look at their menu for the day. And I thought, that looks good. So I tell Catherine, I said, you got to go to Crumble Cookie. Where's that? I said, well, it's in Alabaster. So while I'm looking up the address to tell her where to go to get the cookies,
right,
it comes up a Montgomery location.
Which is where Mary Carl had to go to the orthodontist, pretty much.
Mary Carl had to go to the orthodontist in Montgomery. I'm like, this is not such a bad day after all.
Oh my goodness.
So I send Catherine the address to Crumble Cookie. And before I even get to Montgomery, she has sent me a picture of her cookies and which one she liked the best. So I knew what they were having already because I had looked at the menu and I'd already put it in my GPS that I was going there before I took my call to the orthodontist. Because y'all, it was literally like 4 minutes. And she has to go to the orthodontist every 4 weeks.
Oh man.
So this is not good. Or it may be real good. I go to the Crumble Cookie and I go inside and they're sold out of 3 of the 6 that they had to offer today. Already. And this was 2:30, I
Yeah.
guess. So I thought, I'm not going to let this get me down. I still got to get my cookies. And y'all, I don't think I told y'all how big they are. They're like this
We
big.
showed them.
Well, we didn't show them the actual cookie because we didn't have a cookie.
Oh, we showed a picture of them.
We showed the picture.
We didn't have them up here. I
No.
thought we had them up here.
No, Jason, because we had 8 off of them, so till they were ugly.
Okay.
But 3 of the ones that they had left was pumpkin pie,
Mm-hmm.
chocolate chip, which I don't do basic, and then what was it, Jason? Cranberry crumb cake.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Well, Catherine already told me that the cranberry crumb cake was her favorite.
Uh-huh.
Dee Dee's licking her feet. So I thought, well, this is good because I got to get that one and I want to try the pumpkin pie. So I got 2 of each, 2 for me and 2 for Jason. I am going to tell y'all, at every red light, I took a bite. and
there's a lot of red lights.
There's a lot of red lights. My 2
there's
are
a lot
gone.
of red lights.
My 2
my
cookies
goodness.
are gone. They're gone. I got home and I walked in the door and asked Jason how much he had left, talking about editing this video. And he said, I'm done. And I said, I'm done too. I just had the last bite. So needless to say, Mary Carl wouldn't taste the cookie. But Catherine, Jason says that the pumpkin pie is his favorite.
I like the pumpkin one.
And I was going back and forth.
Yeah.
I would take a bite of the cranberry, take a bite of the pumpkin, and each bite, that one was my favorite, whichever one I had to bite of.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
But I'm oh goodness, y'all, I did not need to know that there was one in Montgomery. I really didn't. But as you approach the store, the aroma starts hitting you.
It smells good.
And then you go in there, and it's just the cleanest. It's almost like when you watched Willy Wonka as a kid.
Yeah.
And it just looks imaginary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just looks like a scene that's just unbelievable. That's what that place looks like.
Me and Mary Carl need to watch Willy Wonka again. She was so little when we watched it.
Well, I want to watch Crumble Cookie.
I want to, think about Willy Wonka, the original one. The remake was terrible. And I like Johnny Depp, but that was a terrible remake. But the original Willy Wonka, I can remember that show or that movie being so good, so funny, and like you said, but then y'all, that part where they get in that boat, I remember that scaring me.
It scared me a little bit too. And I told you the other day, I said, just things like that when you think that there could actually be something like that.
Oh, like
the chocolate land or whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes you to another world.
It does.
Just dreaming of such.
I love that movie. We had to watch it. We watched Christmas Story night before last, and we had watched it before, but she was smaller and kind of didn't remember it. So, and we laughed and we laughed and we laughed at the Christmas Story. So
I could hear y'all laughing.
We might have to do the original Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
It is a good movie.
It is a good movie.
Well done. And to be that long ago,
yes,
think about it.
I know it. Isn't it something?
It is. It is. It's amazing to me.
I saw somebody ask, how was the one-man band at Pedals from the Past? Well, so our beekeepers, who are really good friends of ours now, came to check on the bees. And we talked and we talked and we talked and we talked. And we ended up talking for a real long time, like we always do. And it got to be just a little too late for us to go to Petals, so we missed it
We missed it.
because we had to go to Kennedy's
birthday.
birthday party. Well, so our window was real small window. But Nick sent me a message.
Nick from Chestnut Hills.
Said that the one-man band was not what we anticipated.
No.
It wasn't at all what we anticipated.
And I told you I did not think that's what it was going to be.
Well, somebody says a one-man band, that's automatically what I think about. And I think a lot of people agreed with me, was that, it's a one-man band. He has all the instruments all strapped to him, and that's a one-man band. But
maybe it was just
wasn't
taken out of context. Maybe you had something in your mind.
Maybe it was taken out of context, but
who knows?
Anyway, so I would have been a little disappointed if we'd have went and I found out that the one-man band was just a guy singing with a guitar or something.
Well, if I'd have went in there and they'd have had cookies, I would have been all better. I wouldn't have cared if there was a one-man band or not. Because I could have had some Cog Hill coffee and some cookies at the same time. I had never thought about saving my cookies for the coffee. I had never thought about that. I always eat them before I get home.
Somebody, I went by fast. I can't see it now, but they said that one-man band was a one-woman band too.
Where?
At Petals. And they also had our coffee, and it was delicious.
Oh, good deal.
Yeah.
A one-woman band too. Well, Ryan's band was a 4-man band.
It was a 4-man band.
It was a 4-man. Ryan's daddy was actually playing bass as well.
He was. Was he playing bass or was he playing lead guitar?
Jason, everybody's a one-man band to me. I don't know any. Y'all probably starting to think I don't know much of anything because all I know is what they tell me. And that's that.
I don't think he was playing bass. I think Ryan was just a bass player.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Somebody was playing drums. Somebody was singing. Somebody was playing a guitar. And somebody was playing a guitar.
That's why I think he was lead guitar.
I don't know.
Yep.
Whatever.
I saw some people asking, where can they get this?
So, I didn't even.
It is at simplymakingit.com.
No, it's not. It's at www.simplymakingit.com.
Oh, so Simply Making It, that's where it comes from.
That's right.
Yep.
Laura, she's got some other stuff back in stock. So if y'all are looking for anything, you better get it while you can because it's gonna be gone.
That's right.
She's a one woman soap store. I mean, she literally does everything by herself. She makes all the products.
She milks the goats.
She milks the goats.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta come up with a name for Laura. She's I don't know.
Well, since we're talking about this, coming up with names. So you guys know everybody here kind of has like
you're
their
gonna
own.
Make some fireworks.
I know it's gonna be okay though. You guys here know that I always come up, and it's not intentional at all. It's just accident, and it's just the way my brain works. But everybody's got a name, pretty much. We got the Honeymooners, Lovely Loretta, the Gus Bus. We got Ryan the Roaster and Ryan the Rooster. Everybody's got like a nickname, and so I want to come up with a nickname for our beekeepers.
Rachel and Roy are their first names.
Yeah.
Rachel and Roy. So y'all, we're going to put y'all to the test.
Well, I'm going to tell them the one I came up with.
Okay.
And that is the Nectar Ninjas.
Rachel and Roy, the Nectar Ninjas.
But they are a daughter and a father duo. So I got to come up with something.
Okay.
It hasn't quite hit me yet, but when it does, it's just gonna come out of my mouth. Yeah, it's just gonna come out my mouth. Honey dippers.
Honey dippers. It's gonna happen. I'm not putting honey dippers off the map, but when you said Nectar Ninjas, I literally laughed out loud the first time. Jason sent me a text. And if he doesn't do something when he thinks about it, then he forgets about it.
Oh yeah, I'll forget.
So he was obviously thinking about it. and he was probably using me to remember it for him because he probably thought he was going to forget. So he sends me a text and he says, I gotta think of a name for Rachel and Roy. What about the Nectar Ninjas? And I'm talking about, I don't know what I was doing at the time, but I laughed because it just struck me wrong. I don't know. It's just kind of laughable. I don't know.
It just came. That's what popped in my head, but I don't know. We'll come up with something. Oh, there's Ryan. Look at Ryan. You done missed. We've been talking about you the entire live, and you missed it all.
I even showed a clip of you playing guitar and
with your tight leather pants on.
That's
we missed it. Missed it, Ryan.
Yep, he did. He missed it. But we got the Sting team.
The Sting team. Well, I like that one too.
The Sting team. That's pretty funny.
I like that.
Y'all, the things that they do without being suited is just...
Especially Roy. Especially Roy. Rachel does too. But Rachel may be a little smarter than Roy.
Speaking of bees, our friend Tanya that keeps bees sent me a text this morning. And y'all know the last live we were talking about a Chinese restaurant that's here in Clinton.
What'd she say?
Well, that's what I was going to tell you.
Okay.
Is she obviously watched the live because she told me about a Chinese restaurant that's in Prattville that we should go to. I can't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I didn't tell her. I didn't have a chance because I was driving. I didn't have a chance to stop and text her back and tell her that I actually got to take Mary Carl. I had already eaten probably cookies or something before I left house. But I had taken Mary Carl to get something to eat at the one that's supposedly takeout only. And y'all went in there, and there's like 5 tables in there. So we could have ate. We could have ate. We were looking from the parking lot, and it looked like it was takeout only. But I got Mary Carl something to go there the other day, and she said it was incredible.
She liked it.
She liked it. She gave it her stamp of approval. And it's too bad I was full because I would have liked to have tried something off the menu.
Right.
I was just too full. But I ate her fortune cookies later. I did.
Oh, my goodness.
I say later. I ate her fortune cookies as we were driving because she doesn't care for them.
She doesn't care for them.
No.
And you know that fortune cookies is an American thing?
Is it?
Yes. Has nothing, absolutely nothing. Nothing to do.
I got to tell folks what I did last night. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, but that was just made up by American here in the United States.
You and Mary Carl teach me so much odd knowledge. I used to work with a guy that his brain was just full of nothing that was needed. It was just stuff that was odd.
Yeah.
And you two combined remind me of that guy.
Who was it?
Joel
That's
Alburton.
what I thought he was going to say, Joel.
Joel was full of interesting facts that most of them I'd never been told before, but it was off the wall stuff.
What I
was going to say. What? We were talking about honey.
Yeah.
And so I was going to tell people that I did something I've never done before last night.
What?
I roasted peanuts.
Oh, you did roast peanuts last
night. I told y'all I was in a cooking mood.
You did roast peanuts last night.
I bought some raw peanuts they were at the feed store, but they weren't for animal feed. They were for human feed. They were in a 5-pound sack. And I said, I am going to try to roast some peanuts. And I've never done it before, but I didn't let that stop me. Because I got home and I started Googling how to roast peanuts. Tyson says, there's a recipe right here on the back of the bag. Remember?
I did tell you that. Yep.
And I said, oh, well, that's good. So I roasted peanuts for the first time. And you said we should put some honey on it and make it honey roasted peanuts.
That's
what made me think about honey.
Oh, we need to figure out. Well, I guess it's too late now. You roasted the whole bag.
No. I ate all of them. I roasted just about.
I want to
honey roast some?
I want to say you do the honey roasting peanuts.
Well, my thoughts when I bought the peanuts is, I wonder what they're like freeze dried. I wonder if they would be crunchier, if there would be any texture change on roasted peanuts. But then I was so pleased with the way that they turned out. I thought, I'm just going to roast all these and I probably got a half a bag left.
Okay.
I probably roasted 2.5 pounds out
Right.
of the 5-pound bag.
Well, I was worried that you had. Well, I'm worried, but I just assumed you had roasted all of them, but you
No,
didn't.
I
Okay.
didn't. I didn't. So I have a few more to go, but I ate too many last night. I ate too many peanuts.
I ate a good bit of them today myself.
Well, that was really my breakfast this morning because I didn't think about eating before we took Fina to the vet and got back home, and I was about to expire. I was so hungry, and I started eating peanuts.
And I can tell you right now, and you saw me do it yesterday, I can eat them
Green.
plain green.
It says on the bag, do not eat without cooking.
That's what it said. Do not eat. Yeah. I was like, I'm okay.
My mom came over last night and she was helping me fold clothes while Jason and me Carl were watching a movie.
Uh-huh.
And the whole time we were hanging up clothes, I was telling her I ate too many peanuts. And then finally, after about the 10th time I told her that, she said, well, Brooke, how many did you eat? I said, a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how many, but I ate too many peanuts. Yes, I love bowl peanuts.
But these are already shelled.
These are shelled peanuts.
Yep.
So I went to a place called Durbin's a couple of weeks ago. It's a farmer's market that we have here in Clanton. It's really kind of a tourist attraction.
Mm-hmm.
The locals don't so much frequent it because it's always so crowded.
Right.
But I knew that they had fresh roasted peanuts and I wanted some. And so I stopped and there's these peanuts in this big old bin. And I said, do you just help yourself to the roasted peanuts or what do you put them in? She said, ma'am, we don't have any roasted peanuts. Those are green. And I hung my head all the way to the car.
I like them.
Well,
I like them.
I wasn't going to shell them and eat green peanuts.
When I worked at the car dealership, we had 2 peanut farmers. We had, of course, the office manager, husband, did peanut farming. And then we had a customer that was a big peanut farmer. And they would bring us like a
paper sack full.
Just a humongous sack, like a 50-pound feed bag.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd bring like 2 or 3 of them and just drop them off. And they still had the, a little bit of the vine on it and a little dirt still on the shell. And I would eat those green peanuts. I mean, and everybody says they'll make them. You even tell me they're going to mess your stomach up.
They'll make your stomach hurt.
Never bothered me.
Well, I ate them cooked and I was about sick because I ate too many. I don't know where my cutoff is. I need to start measuring out stuff and putting it in bags because I just get to going and I go too far.
Well, you have to get you a
little scale and
weigh it
out
or something. Keep it in your fanny pack.
Well, I ain't wearing my fanny pack right now. Keep my snacks in my fanny pack.
Yeah, keep your little measuring cup in your fanny pack.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do that. Oh, if they would have been whole shelled, we probably would talk you into boiling them.
Well, I was just thinking as I said that.
Yep.
I was going in Durbin's to buy roasted peanuts that were roasted already because I just had a hankering for them. I just wanted them. My mind wasn't on green peanuts, whole peanuts. But I think after the holidays, after Thanksgiving's over, I am going to get me some green peanuts from Durbin's and I'm going to experiment on boiling them myself.
That'd be a good idea. I like them.
I like them too.
You can even put them out there on the farm stand.
I am not doing that. I'll eat them all. Nothing that I can eat all of is going on the farm stand, nor drink all of. There's no way I can eat this many eggs or drink this much coffee. So that's what goes to the farm stand. Got it?
Hot boiled peanuts.
Hot boiled peanuts.
They wouldn't be hot very long out there, though.
No.
Yep.
But I do love some boiled peanuts.
Mm.
And guess what?
What's that?
So I told y'all that about Durbin's, and I saw on their Facebook page hot roasted peanuts, either today or yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
So now they got them roasted.
Mm-hmm. Just that day I went, they didn't have them. Go figure.
Oh, me.
I said, well, it just wasn't meant to be for whatever reason.
Now you got me hankering some boiled peanuts.
Well,
man.
I don't know where we could get any.
No, not tonight.
Unless I can boil those that are already shelled.
No. We're good. We're good.
So my mama tells me that that's what you use to make. That's the kind of peanuts you need to make peanut brittle. My mind started wandering, and I was thinking, I've never made peanut brittle.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't need to make it.
I'm not a big peanut brittle fan. I'm just not. It's just too hard.
That would mean more for me.
it's just too hard on my. I don't, and like it's not like it hurts my teeth. You bite it and it's real too hard and crunchy, and then that peanut brittle just sticks in your teeth for like 3 days. I don't like peanut brittle.
I do.
I'm just
I
not a
love
big
it.
peanut brittle fan.
I'm
just
not cooking it though because I'll eat it all.
Mm.
That's what that means. I
Mhm.
will eat it all.
So somebody loves peanut brittle.
I love
I guess
it too.
most everybody loves peanut brittle. I'm not a big peanut brittle fan.
And
It's
me
just too
probably
hard.
wouldn't
I
eat
don't
it
like
too. So that leaves me and my mama
Yep.
to eat 5 pounds of peanut brittle.
Now there was a gentleman that used to come around that lived in Selma, Mr. Gant. Now his peanut brittle
it was real thin,
mm-hmm. which was way better. If I could eat peanut brittle, it would just be his because it was thin. But not a huge fan of peanut brittle.
Well, I'm not eating anything else the rest of the night because I about made myself sick eating too many cookies. But I had in my mind that I was going to finish those 2 cookies and that was going to be it. And I did just that.
That was it.
And you hadn't ate any of it.
Mm-mm.
You took a bite out of both of them?
I take that back. Yeah, I did take a bite out of both of them and told you which one I like better.
Well,
but I'm going to eat supper first.
Okay.
Then I'm going to eat my cookie.
I'm not eating supper. I ate cookies for dinner. Oh, goodness.
Somebody said Divinity. That you're a big Divinity fan.
I like Divinity. I've never made it and done what. It's always been somebody in my family that's made it, so I haven't had to make it.
Right.
And I think I'm just better leave it like that.
I'm not a big Divinity fan myself. It's like they were peanut brittle with me. Yep.
Yeah, I think if something's overly sweet, then you don't care for it.
I don't.
It has to be just the right sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
And those crumble cookies are just right.
They are. Yeah, you're right. That middle sweetness to savory is where I'm at. I don't.
Y'all know that I'm a calorie counter, and I must say that I am floored to know that those big old cookies only have 170 calories a piece in them.
How many servings?
A cookie is a serving.
You sure?
That's what it says on the picture. I'll show it to you.
I believe you.
It says 170. If I find out otherwise, I'm gonna be mad. Look, 170 calories.
What's the asterisk mean?
I don't know. I'm not looking at the asterisk. Food allergy.
The asterisk means something.
Y'all don't tell me if it's more. Nutritional information. I don't know.
I'm a little skeptical of that asterisk by it, bro.
Well, Jason, I sure thought I was eating only 170 calories.
Michael Key, while you're on here, let me know how well your peanut cheese pie was.
What'd she say? Oh no, Catherine.
I told you it was not one cookie.
Oh no. I'm not eating any more of them.
They psyched you out.
Why did you look at that, Catherine?
Cashew brittle would, and I like cashews way better.
Yeah, Jason always has cashews for
snack.
Mm-hmm.
I keep a bag of cashews here.
How was that?
Per bite. I'm proud farmhouse said per bite.
How was I that gullible? That's misleading.
Oh, that's how they get you.
That's
how they get you.
Wrong.
Right there. That's how they get you. That asterisk. When I saw the asterisk, I knew then.
That's just like a video.
That was a red flag right there.
With a title that's misleading. Y'all gonna click on it anyway, aren't you? I fell for it.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gracious. I will not have any more of
Michael's still waiting on his pie. Well,
he don't have it?
Man, I thought it was your birthday cake, man. I'm sorry.
That must be for Thanksgiving.
It must be for Thanksgiving. I'm sorry.
Gracious, I got suckered and I feel terrible.
I don't believe no labels. I don't believe them.
Jason, I just thought there's no way that they could put that out there.
Oh, yeah, it can.
That's not right. That is so not right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought to myself, well, that's less than I would have had for dinner. Good gracious. I'm usually pretty bright about things, but that was not smart.
You wanted it to be so. You wanted it to be true.
Well,
So-
if I wanted it to be true so bad, I wouldn't have asked everybody. Oh my gracious! Now I can't even have Thanksgiving. Good gracious!
Oh my goodness. So, according to Catherine, because people are wanting to know, because we didn't say,
Yeah. Well, we don't need to. I'm gonna plug my ears. Go ahead.
it's 6 servings in one cookie.
So that's
Ah.
170 times 12. Because I ate 2 of them.
Yeah. They treat you.
That is a lot.
They got you.
But it's still not as many as a milkshake.
No, but they got you though.
But see, I would never go and order a milkshake.
No.
I thought those cookies are so low in calories, I can eat 2 of them. Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. They
You would
got
have thought me, Carl would have corrected me.
Yeah, you would have thought.
I think she wasn't listening.
She may not know either. She may not know. When I see that,
Well,
if you see an asterisk, you know that is right off the
I didn't
bat.
pay attention to the asterisk. I tell you what she did notice is the vet assistant put
Oh.
Fina on the scales and it's in kilograms
Mhm.
and it said 89 kilograms. And she said, "That's not right. Zert weighs 96." And I was like, so they had to start all
Oh
over.
my goodness.
They had to start all over with weighing her because she knew how much Zert weighed. They were like 89 kilograms. That's not right. You could see her eyes getting big, and she was thinking Fina had lost a whole lot of weight. So, see, she usually is on top of things.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
So, y'all don't go to that place that I got those cookies from.
Mr. Larry said that calories don't count during the holidays.
They sure don't. They don't start back over till after Jason's birthday.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Oh,
I'm not obsessed with calories. I just try to do good.
right.
And it doesn't sound like I'm doing very good. That was just plain out.
Well, this person said one cookie is 4 servings.
Well, that may be a small one. I had a big one. They make small ones and big ones.
Okay.
I had the big one.
Oh my goodness.
And the thing is that I came this close to
Yeah.
telling Catherine, can you believe they're only 170 calories? And now I wish 1,000 times I had. I just wish I had told her that. She would have
my
corrected
goodness.
me.
She would have got you.
And I wouldn't have eaten it. I wouldn't have gone there. I
Oh
could have
my
had
goodness.
dinner instead. Oh, gracious goodness.
Oh man.
Well, I guess we won't be on here till after Thanksgiving. Mm,
Oh goodness.
I am just floored.
It's okay. Guess what?
It's over. That's
Ain't no-
right. It's over.
Ain't nothing you can do about it
You
now.
ain't got to worry about me having no
Yep.
bites of yours.
Ain't nothing you can do about it now.
It's over.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
All right, y'all. There's going to be a big video out tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. We done got sidetracked. Let me tell y'all.
You can't tell.
I'm not going to tell them what the video is about. I'm just telling them a big surprise in the video tomorrow.
In the video?
In the video.
Y'all got to watch
Video.
it to find
Y'all
out.
got to watch the video.
Mm-hmm.
Good video tomorrow.
And we'll
Make
talk
them
about
fireworks.
We'll talk about it Saturday morning, y'all. Talk about it Saturday morning.
Crazy when you want it to work, it don't work. I don't
And
know,
it
I
worked
give
2
up.
times last time.
I give up.
Let's make it do something else. What is it? Peace.
Thumbs up.
There we go.
Oh me.
All right. I'm depressed the rest of the night.
Yes.
So
No need to be depressed. Nothing you can do about it.
I just wish I'd been a little smarter. That's what I mean. I'm going to look at those asterisks from now on. I learned a lesson.
Always look at the asterisk.
Okay. I will. But y'all have a good Thanksgiving. Eat the cake, eat the pie, eat the cookies, unless you have a health problem that doesn't allow you
Right.
to. And we'll be back here on Saturday morning with coffee. And if you need some coffee,
Yeah.
buy 4 bags and get
Free
4
shipping.
bags or more.
And free shipping.
Free shipping
That's right.
on the house. That's our thanks to you for Thanksgiving.
That's right. And guys, we will catch y'all on the next one. Oh,
What?
there's Daniel.
Daniel.
There's Daniel. I missed him. He went by too fast. But okay.
We will catch y'all on Saturday morning.
That's right. Y'all be good.